So I am so excited about what we are going to discuss today. I'm so glad that you decided to tune back in with me to see what's going on with Real Talk with Shay. So this is a topic that a lot of women are discouraged about. And that topic is, when will I get married, or where are all the good men? So I just want you to think about something when you say, where are all the good men? Because we as women play a big part in why those men are not good men. And it's not just because they're lazy, not wanting to work, not wanting to commit. That's not always the case. Women say yes to too many things. It's a blessing in saying no sometimes. You have to say no to bay vacations, no to after hours coming over, no to Netflix and chill, no, we're not dating 7 to 10 years, no, I'm not taking a promise ring with no date set for us to get married. Just no, I'm not doing that. You're not wasting my time. You should be able to say no to anything that breaks your heart, to anything that makes you feel less than yourself, less than how you want to feel. You have the right to say no. And you should say no to things that break your heart. Don't hold on just because you want to have somebody. I don't know where people came up with a half a man, a piece of man is better than no man. That is absolutely incorrect, ma'am. You don't have to accept that. And now even the saved people are talking about taking a test drive before you get married. So, people just don't, nobody's waiting, before marriage. I can't say nobody. A lot of people are not waiting to get married before they're living together, they're having sex, they're having kids together, and they just live together just in hopes that this man is going to marry them. If you do all these things before he decides to commit to you, what does he have to look forward to? Why would he marry you now? When you're giving him everything he wants without making him stand up and be your husband. You have to take a stand for yourself so that you can be happy and be respected. Because a woman that doesn't respect herself is going to get a disrespectful man. That's just what it is. He's not going to have any more respect for you than you have for yourself. And if a man tells you that he doesn't want you, ma'am, I need you to pick up your bed and walk. And don't look back. Don't look back to a man that tells you he does not want you. He's telling you up front that you are not the one. You should be able to accept that and move on and prepare yourself for the one that will come along that will be the one. How many car lots do you know that you can pull up to and test drive a car and test drive for weeks and months and years and then turn it back in and they're going to start over and get another car? How many car dealerships do you know that do that? So why should you do that? Why should you waste your time? Why should you wait for years for nothing? To move on, for the person to move on and never give you what you're looking for. And that's not to say that after you get married, every marriage lasts. No, that does not happen. Things happen and marriages do not last. But when you do God's things his way, it works out better for you. And trust me, I have been in some low places, and I thank God, I prayed to God, and I asked him, Lord, if you get me out of this, you don't have to worry about me no more. I'm not looking back. Just get me out of this. Just tell him, just say, Lord, help me, God, help me. That's all you got to say. You don't have to say no long prayer, crying and snotting and all this. Just say, God, help me. I need your help. Because I'm not strong enough to walk away from these muscles. I'm not strong enough to walk away from them, that six pack or them jogging pants. Jogging pants season, people, the women goes crazy. You have to want more than that. I mean, and we as women, we make it hard for these men to just want one woman, because the butts is getting bigger, the boobs is getting bigger, and then not only is it getting bigger, everybody naked. I went on a date with my husband, and we had ate dinner, and we got up to leave, and he went to the bathroom, and I was waiting at the door for him. So some girls came in, and I was just, you looking at the people that's walking by. This girl walked past me, and her whole breast was out. Not covered up with a bra, her breast was out. Men are not blind. If everything is hanging out, they're gonna look. If things are being offered to them, they're gonna think about it. So we as women have to create a higher standard for ourselves, because you don't have to do these things to have a man. You don't have to do these things. God did not create you to have a half a man, a piece of man. That's not what he wants for you. He wants you to have a husband that's going to love, honor, respect you, lead you, have understanding with you. These are the things that God wanted you to have if it was meant for you to be married. He did not say that you had to have sex first. He didn't say they had to take a test drive. He didn't say you had to live with them to see if this is the one. That is not how you decide if a person is the one. What kind of character do they have? Are they disrespectful? Are they lying to you every chance that they get? Are they not only coming to your house after hours? Every time there's an event going on, you have to go by yourself. Or you're crying yourself to sleep at night because he's hurt your feelings so bad. He's disappointed you several times. He's made promises that he's not keeping. You're texting, you're calling, he's not answering. A couple days later, he shows up. This is not the life that God wanted you to live. And as a female myself, it breaks my heart to see a woman love a man so much that her self-esteem is in the floor. She gives everything that she has, and it's not enough, and she does not have the strength to walk away. That breaks my heart so bad, because I just want to know what has happened that every woman that has a desire to be married feels that she has to sacrifice herself to have that. You shouldn't have to sacrifice yourself to get love. Anybody that can't love you the correct way, and I'm not saying that every man is perfect, because women are not perfect. There's no perfect person, like I said, but Jesus Christ that walked this earth. But he should have something that he's offering you that shows you that he cares, that shows you that he's understanding, that shows you that he's trying, that shows you that he wants you, only you. He don't have to have Susie down the street. He don't have to have somebody in another state. He just wants you. That's all. And if a man wants you, he will be willing to wait. He's not going to rush you into anything. And if he's not willing to wait, guess what? He'll go ahead and give you that ring, and he'll marry you, because he's not going to want anybody else to have you. If a man doesn't care that you on the market and that somebody else can come and take you, he does not care about you. He doesn't care about you. And I just wish women that are watching other women struggle with this, if they're your friends, your family members, and you can talk to them, encourage them every chance you get. You're better than this. You can do better than this. You have so much to offer. You can find somebody better than this. Stop accepting less than what you deserve. They need people around them, because we're not all strong at the same time. But at those points where you're weak, you need those people around you to say, no ma'am, you're making the wrong decision. That's wrong. That's not the right way to go. You need people that's going to tell you the truth. Stop making friends with people that's lying to you and encouraging you to do these things, because it's nothing cute about it. It's nothing cute about that. And women think that what's below their waist is what keeps a man. That's not what keeps a man, because we were all born with that. We were all born with what's below the waist. But what else do you have to offer? What else is going to make you stand out to that man to say, you know what? She'll make a good wife. She'll make a good mother to my children. She's smart. She got her head on straight. She going to school. She working. She trying to make something of herself. She trying to, just take care of herself and not always having to need me for everything. This girl got it going on. Men recognize those things. They're looking for those things. You think that the only thing that they're looking for is sex? It's not. But if that's all you're offering, of course they're going to take it. But if you notice, if you are a female with high self-esteem, certain men don't even approach you. They don't even come because they already know you ain't even accepting it. They just keep on going right on about their business. Even at the gas station, you see them looking. And you know they want to say something, but they just keep on going. They don't even come. Because they know you're not dealing with that. They know you're not going to entertain them. A man knows a confident woman when he sees her. You don't have to put yourself on no man. You don't have to chase him down. You don't have to do any of that to have a man that loves you. You don't have to do any of it. Just be yourself. Be your best self. Get your confidence up, keep your hair done. You don't have to go and spend hundreds of dollars on your hair, but just keep yourself presentable, work towards your goals while you're single. A man will come along when you least expect it. If you're working on yourself and you're trying to make sure that you're going to be the best wife that you can be, because a lot of times we're looking for a husband, but are we ready to be somebody's wife? Are you really ready to be somebody's wife? Do you know what comes along with being a wife? The sacrifices that you have to give, the respect that you have to give, the not putting your children before him. There is a lot that comes with being married. Are you prepared for that? Because when you're single, that's the time that you should be preparing for those things and that you're going to put somebody else before yourself. And if you're not ready for that, then you shouldn't even be looking for a husband. If your attitude is not in check, if you think that y'all gonna have an argument and everything is gonna go word for word, you're holding grudges, you got an attitude till next year, you withhold sex, these things don't work out in the marriage. So you have to be prepared and to have self-control and to have your emotions under control when you get married. That makes a better marriage. And all these things need to happen before you get married or even think about accepting a husband. Sometimes a man may want to marry you and you may need to tell him, I need more time. I'm trying to work on some things. Maybe you need to go to counseling before you get married. It's so many different things that you could be doing to prepare yourself to be the best wife that you can be to that man, because there are some men that the wives make them miserable. It ain't just always the man. These women come with problems too. They come with problems too. God made your womb to be beneficial to him. He wanted you to multiply for his kingdom. Nobody should be test driving what God gave you. It's not, it ain't no test drive. Either you buy the car or you need to move on to another parking lot. And you need to stand firm on that. And if that's not something that he can handle, he will move on. You have more power than you think that you have. You are the favor to a man. Whoever you marry, whoever chooses you to be his wife, you bring the favor to that relationship when he marries you. You are the prize. God made you to be the prize in that marriage. So why should you give that to somebody for free when you're going to be the blessing to their life? Why would you get that? Why would you let them test drive that? You don't, Do you think they let the people at the Bentley car dealership come in there and take the cars forever and just test drive for weeks? And you don't do those type of things, because that stuff costs too much. You cost too much to give yourself away for free. You cost too much for that. You teach people how to treat you. If you're disrespecting yourself, people are going to disrespect you. And when you find these half of men, these piece of man is better than no man. Yes, he may pay a few bills. He may show up every now and then, but how many bills is he paying for somebody else? For the next person that he's talking to? How many bills is he paying for them? See, this is all the stuff you got to take into consideration when you say a half a man, a piece of man is okay. Ma'am, that's not okay. That's not okay. It's not okay, ma'am. Just not okay. Just tell him no. Just tell him that the shop is closed. He would no longer be able to come over for a piece of man activities. No, we're not dealing with that. You just need to tell him no. He need to move on. It ain't even nothing to talk about. Because at this point, you already know what you're getting into. It ain't nothing to talk about. The things that you're looking for, you don't have to give yourself up before you get those things. That sex that you're looking for, that sex that you're enjoying, that same sex will be available to you after you get married. And you'll be in the perfect will of God. And at least you know if you're married to the man, he has responsibility. He's the leader, the head of his household. You know, he needs to be paying bills and all these things. He needs to be taking care of you. Don't give yourself up for free. Don't give yourself up for free. You don't have to. And I'm here to tell you today that you don't have to. I need you to love yourself. I need you to respect yourself. I need you to get with people that love themselves, respect themselves, so that you can be surrounded by people that even when you feel like falling back into that, they can say, "Man, no ma'am, we ain't doing that today. We're not going back to that." Find you some people that's like that. See, I'm like that. I'm gonna tell you, no ma'am, no ma'am, no, I'm not doing that. We ain't talking to him. No. Because people outside looking in, they don't have any connection to these people. So they can see things further than what you can see. They can see that he's mistreating you. They can see that down the road you're going to have a problem. And that's not for people to run your relationship. That's not for people to make decisions for you. I'm talking about these are good people that you know that they're telling you the truth, that they're not jealous or they're not creeping with the man themselves. These are good people that want to see you win. They want to see you do good. They want to see you have the family and the future that you want to have. These are the people that I'm saying you need in your circle. And I just want you to be encouraged today. Anything that you are looking for, God has it for you. And the thing about it is, we are very impatient. And we think that God is not coming fast enough. But there is no greater gift than the gift that God is going to give you. If you wait for that husband that God gives you, I promise you, you will be glad you waited. You will be glad that you didn't go ahead of God and make your own decisions. Because guess what? When you go ahead of God and make your own decisions, it ain't no telling what you're going to get, girl. Ain't no telling what kind of man you're going to get if you don't let God send him. Save yourself a lot of heartache and pain by trying to get something that God has ordained and do it your way. That's going to bring you heartache. That's going to bring you pain. That's going to have you wishing that man that you couldn't wait for to marry you, you're going to wish that you had never married him. Because you're so in a rush, your self-esteem is so low that you disregard the red flags because you want to have somebody so bad. And sex clouds your judgment. It clouds your judgment because you can't tell between the love and the sex. But if you withhold those things and keep certain things from happening, like not spending the night, not coming over to my house at night, but you can't come during the day. There's so many different things that if you do not accept in the beginning, you will save yourself a lot of heartache and pain. We can go on a vacation, but I can't be seen anywhere with you around the town that we live in. Those are red flags. Sex should not make you override these things that can hurt you for the rest of your life. And then you got to think about the children that are involved in these things. The children come, their hearts are broken because it's a broken home. You got the father in one home and he done married somebody else. You got the stepdad in the home. This is a big adjustment for children. You have to take all these things into consideration. It's not just about you. Once you start creating children, it's no longer just about you. You have to think about, too, the father that you want to have for your children. Do you want to let your girls see you being disrespected? Because then they're going to think it's okay for somebody to disrespect them. And you don't want that. You don't want your children to start out with low self-esteem. You don't want to teach them that. I just hope that this message encourages someone. I just want to see the women I just want to see women raise their standards, love themselves, stop giving these men everything that they don't deserve. Hold your head up. Don't even look at anybody that's not coming your way that's got themselves together. Don't accept that. And I just thank you for tuning in to Real Talk with Shay. Please like, share, and subscribe. See you next time.